ahead. Start this up. Yep. Wealth Wednesdays officially going down. Get myself together. Had to run in the office. Hope everybody's doing well this Wednesday. Give people a few minutes to join us. How y'all making out this Wednesday? Get started in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. People are joining when they get in. But once again, Wealth Wednesdays. My name is Brett Parker, the Urban Accountant. Glad y'all here with me today. A little bit about myself for those that don't know. Owner of Parker Financial Services, dubbed as the Urban Accountant. The accountant for the people. Straight, no bull crap, no BS. Been in the game 10 plus years, master's in accounting, certified financial coach, certified financial business coach. If it's business, it's accounting, finances, we do it. Today, we're going to talk about, I'm just going to go with 5 reasons why bookkeeping is essential to businesses. I get a lot of people that start a business and they go into it and everybody's worried about the product, the marketing, getting clients and, all those type of things. But essentially the main thing about business is to make money. But overall, to make money, you need to know where the money's coming from, where the money's going. And that's where bookkeeping comes into place. A lot of people get bookkeeping and accounting, kind of confused. Um, and there is a difference. Bookkeeping is usually about balancing the expenses and the income. And you want to do that monthly. A lot of people will do it weekly, to get it to go to the end of the month. But bookkeeping is a task that a lot of small business owners overlook. Some people hire on bookkeeping firms. Some people hire on accountants to do both. But it is something that you can do on your own. It's pretty basic math. But today, I just wanted to cover, over my years of experience, a few things that I've come across that are essential to why bookkeeping is essential for your business. So let's start with number one. Bookkeeping is going to keep your business compliant with the law. Depending on what type of business structure you are or what type of business, a lot of nonprofits, they're subject to, different type of audits from the state, the local, and the federal government. And that goes for any other business. You're subject to different audits. They want to see, where's your money going? Are you inflating your expenses? Are you underreporting your income? So with proper bookkeeping, you know that you're always ready. You're prepared for audit, and mainly you're prepared to operate a little stronger in your business. Number two, with proper bookkeeping, it will help you avoid penalties and fines when filing taxes. We get that a lot. The IRS, they like, they like to do audits. Audits are up more on business owners as more businesses start up. So they're out doing these audits. And during the audit, and I covered this in another Wealth Wednesday a while back, but during the audit, they're coming in and they want to see how accurate you're keeping your record. So they may say, hey, listen, let's see the expenses from March. And, a lot of places have this thought that, well, maybe if I just keep all the receipts, I'm good. But that's not organized. They want to see organized records. So with bookkeeping, you'll be able to go to the month of March if they ask for it, and you can say we made X amount of dollars on the 12th, we made X amount of dollars on the 13th. We paid our rent, we paid our marketing department, we paid this, we paid that, and at the end of the month, the dollars made equals up to whatever the dollars spent, and then that leaves us over with our net profit that rolls on. So you're more prepared for audits. And like I said, as a tax preparer myself, our company, it just makes it a lot easier when we do have to represent a client and they are doing proper monthly bookkeeping. It's just easy. We just send the logs over of the bookkeeping. And I would say 99% of the time when we do that, that audit is successful, it's quick, it's peaceful, versus sending ShopRite bags full of invoices and expenses and maybe money slips. So number three, we're going to keep rolling. I like to not keep you guys a long time. I know everybody's probably at work, they're 9 to 5 or on a lunch break. So we try to keep this thing nice and sweet. The main thing I like about it, bookkeeping is going to help the company identify their financial strengths and weaknesses. So with bookkeeping, we get a lot of people. We kind of covered it 2 weeks ago with budgeting. A lot of people say, well, I don't know where my money's going. And I say, well, let's look at the books. And they say, well, what do you mean look at the books? And that's bookkeeping. That's really going to show you monthly where your business is excelling and where it needs work. Because now you're tracking your income, you're tracking your expenses. And like I said, bookkeeping, you don't need to have a lavish system. It could be a notebook of what came in today and what we spent today. If you do that every day and you balance that, that's essentially bookkeeping. So, in my time as an accountant, I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, I had somebody come in. They felt like the business was just, boom, we're making a lot of money. And as we started to, do just a review, and it's kind of turned into bookkeeping of what money they were making, and what they were spending and what was being spent on the product to sell, they noticed, wait a minute, I'm actually losing money. So while it felt like you were making money, when it came down to the books, you were actually losing money. So bookkeeping is going to help you realize what your business financial strengths are and your weaknesses, where you need work, and what's working well for you. So we'll go to number 4. Like we talked about before, and I think this is key to existing businesses and new businesses. Planning. With bookkeeping, it's going to help you make informed decisions on financial decisions for your business, and not just financial, but just introducing new products, taking products out, increase in pricing, decrease in pricing. Essentially, sometimes should you stay in business or should you sell a business? So having that watchful eye, monthly, weekly, however you want to do your bookkeeping, it's all up to you. I suggest people doing it daily and then tallying up at the end of the month. I think daily would be the best way to do it. You don't lose track. It doesn't get overwhelming. But it's going to help you make, informed decisions when you want to, like I said, if you're looking to grow the business, especially when it comes to investing into your business, the bookkeeping is going to help, is it a right move? Is it not a right move? And last year I had a client, they came out with a hair product, and I'll be honest, like, it's booming. It was booming at the time. The bank account looked good, and the revenues looked good, the social media page looked good, but they were dealing with a larger company that was looking to invest in the company. They said, let's see your, let's see your profit and losses, let's see your cash flow statements, let's see your monthly bookkeeping statements. And at the time, this company that just skyrocketed to the top, they didn't have these things ready. They didn't have these things readily available for this larger company. And essentially, that was the deal breaker. And I remember, the email, and it was basically from the owner. And the owner said, great product. You guys are phenomenal. And it started to get darker where it's like, I think you guys are going to be good uh, as time goes on. But right now, currently, you guys are just hustling. And he said, basically, we're looking to partner with a business. So he basically kind of told him like, once you get those things in order, get back with us, and then we'll go from there. But let's be honest, like, are you really going to get that? Do you get that chance again? So these simple things of bookkeeping and monitoring where the money's going and where it's coming from, it could be the difference maker between taking your company to a multi-million dollar company or staying right where it's at. So once again, like I said, you don't have to have an accountant to do this. You don't have to hire a bookkeeping company to do it. It's a real simple process. It's basic math. I'm actually teaching my daughter right now how to do bookkeeping, and she's in the third grade, and she's doing pretty well with it. And last but not least, right now I saved this one last, and I don't want to jump down the rabbit hole too much with it, but everybody's right now trying to get financing from banks and building the credit and getting credit lines and grants. And I don't know if you noticed, but even the SBA, they kind of had a mock up bookkeeping page. They wanted to know how much money was coming in and where it's going. And if you go into any bank, that's one of the things they're asking for. They're asking for a profit and loss. They're asking for a balance sheet. They're asking for a statement of cash flows. And they're asking mainly to see, the day to day where the operations, where's the money going? How are you really making money? How are you watching over it? So a lot of times, if you're going into a bank and you're trying to get financing, they're going to ask for some sort of document to see where the money's going. And the simplest document that you can show them is your bookkeeping records. So keeping those things up to date, up to par, is essential not only for your daily operations but also for growth. So let's recap. I got some questions over on another social media platform that we have. But number one was bookkeeping is going to help keep your business compliant. With the law, with your local laws, your federal laws, your state laws. You never know when the audit's coming. Like you never, they show up, they may give you notice, but who wants to be shut down? And this big for daycares. I know daycares go through this a lot because they receive a lot of funding from the state, and they're really big on making sure those daycare records are in order. So I started with number one was bookkeeping is definitely going to help keep your business compliant with the law. Um, so let's if you're not doing bookkeeping, let's start. Let's make today the start of doing bookkeeping. Number two was when it comes to tax time, proper bookkeeping is going to allow your tax preparer, whether it's me, I hope it's me, it's going to help prepare the taxes more accurate. It's not guessing of, well, I think I spent $500 in April on supplies, and I think we did about 700 in June. No, Mr. Accountant, Mr. Tax Preparer, here's my monthly bookkeeping statements. Everything's organized. It breaks down what we made, what we spent. And I can tell you, like I said, I've done 1,000+ returns in my lifetime and growing. When I get a client that comes in with proper bookkeeping records, it just makes it a ton. Not only makes it easier, but I'm more confident in what we're putting on this paper center than that. My man is one of the top detailers right there. Like I said in the beginning, there is software out there, QuickBooks. It's a few different ones, but QuickBooks is the top. But if you really want to just do it, basic, you really just get a notebook, bro, and put down on one side what you brought in, and then on the other side, put down what's going out, and it should kind of balance out at the end, and whatever's left over should be getting, We talked about it. Every dollar needs to have a job. It should be getting invested some way. And at the bottom of your page, you should have double zeros. Listen, me designs, just go ahead and get to it. You know how to do it. I know you know how to balance books. That's a whole nother, conversation right there. Um, Number three, bookkeeping is going to help identify your company's financial strengths and weaknesses. And I think this is key for growth. And I'll just give you a little story. As an accountant before, I was just hustling. I had a bunch of customers. I'm just making money. I'm not really watching where the money's going. I had a saying, I didn't care about the back door, I just cared about the front door. As long as I could make money, I didn't care what I spent. Dumbest thing ever. I'll never advise that for anybody. Um, but overall, I think when I started to watch my books better, uh, it eased my stress level. I felt better. Even on a bad month, it was okay because I can kind of pinpoint why the month was bad. Okay, we didn't make as much revenue that we needed to make, but our expenses were the same. So, okay, now we have a picture on, what days were bad. Was Friday a bad day of the week? So it kind of eased my stress level, and it actually helped me be more strategic in how I wanted to move forward with my business. So bookkeeping, like I said, it's going to help grow the business, but I know a lot of people, we all start out as that, one man, one woman wrecking crew, where you're the bookkeeper, you're the accountant, you're the stock person, you're the top marketer, you're the actual person doing the service, you're the janitor. I don't know if I missed anything else. You're HR, you're payroll. And who wants to try to keep all this knowledge up here? Use pen, use paper, use Excel, use the software and the tools that we have um, available to us to ease that stress level, and then actually help you point out the pros and cons, the goods and the bads of your business. So, like I said, number three, I'm sorry. Bookkeeping is definitely going to help you identify your business's strengths and weaknesses on the financial side. Number four, I kind of just covered this a little bit in there. They kind of go hand in hand, but you'll be able to make better decisions about your business moving forward. Is it time to hire somebody else? Is it time to let some people go? Is it time to introduce another product? Is it time to relocate? Can we relocate? Can we afford to relocate? And I urge companies and businesses, anytime I meet with a client, that I'll tell them, and my client to tell you this, um, I'll let you run off emotions, I run off numbers. That's what you hired me on for, to balance your books, balance your numbers. And if it doesn't make a dollar, it doesn't make sense. And that's just me. So I'm going to go off of what we see on the numbers, um, and that'll help us decide if we can make this investment or this move that we want to make. And a lot of times, I've done it. Your heart's telling you, dude, it's time to grow, it's time to grow, it's time to grow. But in all honesty, like, let the numbers kind of depict if we're going to grow. Like, if we're coming up short and you're telling, like, yo, I'm just gonna go harder on Saturdays, I'm okay. I'm okay to give the nod to say, you know what, all right, we coming up a little short, but we see the gaps that we can fill in to get to where we need to get to. So bookkeeping is definitely going to help you make better decisions. You're informed of your daily operations. It's definitely going to help you make better decisions on, next steps for your business. And last but not least, number five, before I get out of here and let you guys get back to doing what you're doing, um, businesses, you're going to need to go into a bank and get some financing. Having great credit is great. It's definitely a start. But when you're trying to get some financing from a bank or of some sort, or you're trying to get down with SBA, they want to see more than income. They want to see, okay, this business that I'm lending the money, they know how to manage the money that they have. Uh, should I lend them money or should I not? And let's just put yourself on their side of the table. Wouldn't you be more inclined and more comfortable lending someone some money that comes in and say, hey, listen, dude, I need to borrow 20 grand. This is what my business makes. This is our expenses. We're using a positive here. Here's a 12-month, journey of where we're at, how we've been doing, and this is what we plan to use the 20,000 for. Also included, and this is when we talk forecasting, including our forecast is how we're going to pay you back. I know personally, me, I will feel much more comfortable lending that person money versus the person coming into me saying, I got this product and I got 20,000 followers on Instagram. Great that you got followers, but how are you managing the money that you're asking me to borrow? So definitely when you start to do bookkeeping, I think it's going to shine a lot of light on your business. Don't be afraid of what you see, accept it, and run with it and go with it. But me personally, like I actually enjoy the bookkeeping portion for my business. At the end of the month, it kind of shows, okay, how did we do? It's like our report card. So definitely, when you're getting into bookkeeping, it'll make you feel more comfortable going and asking the bank for a loan, um, and it just eases the mind. I see a lot of companies, I see a lot of businesses, and this is where the emotional side comes in for me, guys, that they're running these businesses, they look successful, they're going successful, but the financing, and that's the backbone. That's why we do it. I know you do it for a passion, but we all have families, we all have things we like to do, and of course, we're doing these businesses to afford those things in life, and it just baffles me how the reason that you're operating, you can't even track it correctly. Like that has to sit somewhere with you. How do you not know where your money's going as a business owner? Like that has to sit somewhere with you. So like I feel like today you need to say to myself, you know what? I'm no longer being a hustler. I'm going to be a business owner. I'm not saying lose that hustler's mentality, but let's do it a little bit better. Let's start taking that time out, whether it's in the morning or in the evening. Um, let's start taking that time to give some self-care to our business. Let's write down what we made yesterday. Let's write down what we spent yesterday. And let's start basic with that. Then we can talk about getting the QuickBooks and all the accounting softwares and everything like that. But start getting the picture. So make that commitment. I'm asking you, in fact, I'm telling you today, at the end of your business day, make that commitment to start doing some tracking with some bookkeeping. And I guarantee if you to do that for 90 days, you'll feel better. Your business will run better. You'll see the growth. You'll see where you lack, where you're strong at. If you do that for 90 days, I guarantee you'll start running your business more efficiently, more effectively, and I guarantee you'll see an increase in profits because you know where the money's going, what needs to be cut, what's working, and what's not working. As always, I thank you guys for joining me, Brett Parker, Urban Accounting. We're every Wednesday, 12:30, 12:35, around that time, depending on the technical side. We're going to be dropping jewels. Just some things I want to give you guys some notice on. December 4th and 5th, we had the digital brand explosion. It's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. Lineup is crazy. I'm on it. It's a ton of people on it. So many people, but it's just great knowledge. Like this 2-day conference is going to definitely help you expand your business. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what the other people got to bring. I'm there to learn, so I'll be taking notes. But definitely, the link for the tickets is in the bio. Use the code Brett. I believe there is still a special for the tickets. I think it's like $99. And like I was just on Facebook Live last week talking about it. If you're serious about your business, you need to invest that $99 and get these jewels. I can see that person right there posting. That she behind the brand. She putting it all together right there. And you see, she got the NAACP involved, so you know it's serious when they get involved. They don't just back anything. But yeah, December 4th and 5th, I'd love to see you there, man. Talk to you in person. So yeah, you save $50 when you use my name, Brett, BRETT, and I want to see you guys there. So today we're gonna start bookkeeping. Make that commitment. Drop a like, drop something in DM. Say, hey, listen, man, I'm starting my bookkeeping journey today. See you guys next Wednesday. As always, man, get out, get active, stay hungry, man.